I have been sharing videos in the last couple days about things I am discovering have been thrown on my healing path as I'm hoping anyway. I am close to having my mission revealed. And I share not because they're necessarily going to be the same things you're going through, but there's a chance. And so why not share? This one may be a bit triggering though. If you're feeling vulnerable today, just pass because we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, guys. We are really being asked to let the crap go that's holding us back from acknowledging our power, our greatness. This is for children, and yes, we're always children, no matter how old we get, of parents that were not able to be there for them in the way that would have been most beneficial to the child. So chances are you are realizing that you had at least one parent and maybe both parents that just couldn't give you what you needed. Maybe you're realizing there was a narcissist there. Maybe you think so, but you feel disloyal to actually say that about your parent because, after all, narcissist is not a label that's all that flattering. And children, again, no matter how old we get, feel kind of odd to be calling our parents out. Not everything is your fault, even though you were made to feel it was. It's time to acknowledge, for whatever reason, your parent just couldn't be there the way you needed them to. And why it's time? Because you're still working so hard to get that parent to be for you what they should have been all along. It's time to quit thinking that if you just made them happier, if you just did what they asked, if you just molded yourself into who they want you to be, you could finally have the love that you have always been missing and craving. That void is there as long as we still think someone else can fill it. When we realize we have the capability to fill it, bye bye void. But before you can admit that you need to learn to nurture yourself, you have to admit your parent didn't provide it, and that's the tough part. You're not ever going to be able to get that parent to love you the way they should have. The opportunity for that has come and gone. They're not capable. You can nurture yourself. You can be kind to yourself. You can be loving to yourself. And it's time to quit trying so hard to make up for lost time, lost love. You have the capability of moving past this, but not until you can admit your parent just couldn't be there for you. And it had nothing, absolutely nothing, to do with a defect in you. There was nothing you did that made that love not be there that should have. This was an issue for the parent. But as long as you are still trying to change yourself or earn something from them because you think that you can control this and change the outcome, you're holding yourself back. They just couldn't be there for you. But you can be there for you. Yeah, it sucks that some of us didn't get what we needed from our parent, but it was for a reason. Look at us. We've made it this far, and we're strong. And we've been putting all this effort into healing ourselves, but there's this block we have to remove. And that is that anyone else can fill that void better than we can. Now, figure it out. What's most loving for you? How can you be kind to yourself? How can you do something special for you? If you were thinking about nurturing someone else, what would you do for them? Do it for you. Sorry about the traffic. It is what it is. It does come down to having to admit, though, as much as we would have liked life to be different, as much as we would have liked not to have all those years of thinking there was something wrong with us, that our parent couldn't love us in the way we needed them to, they couldn't. And now it's time to move on and live our own lives without thinking that we can change this long-standing pattern. We can't control this. We can't control how someone else relates to us. But we can control how we relate to ourselves. We can support each other. We can be there for each other. But we know we have to take care of our own stuff, and everyone else has to take care of theirs. We can share admiration. We can share whatever we have to give in a loving way. But we can't make up for what never was. It's time to let that go. You got this.